like scoot over like you. Like I mean, we don't smell that bad.
No, but that way we all can fit better in this.
We don't. We're not Chris. We don't
I am trying to get a wide cam. Anyway, everybody, welcome to another episode of Weaving the Web.
Oh, we were live for all that. So, don't mind me.
No, it's been muted until I step back. More,
okay.
But, welcome to Weaving the Web. Vash again.
Shield Maiden SA over here.
Some big white guy we just.
Hi, my name is Bob. No. FT Grimlock. How y'all doing?
So, hopefully, yeah. So, random comment. I should be getting a new webcam soon. I secured one. So it is a 4K webcam. So give me a wide lens.
Oh nice. My.
So we don't have to be quite so cozy all here.
Yeah. And I have to sit like way back here.
You're tall. It's okay.
Luckily, my voice projects always, so that always helps. I mean, yeah. So.
You're tall.
Yeah. So hopefully I'll be getting that next week. So yeah, basically, guys, just coming off the end of the second showing for E3, which was the Microsoft one, and probably the biggest one so far. And you guys didn't see the EA one at all, right?
No, unfortunately, no. Sorry, I was.
So
it's been a little hectic this weekend for us.
Yeah, and besides, the newest episode of Real Housewives of Pick a City was on, and
I mean, whatever guilty as possession you have. So
I was sewing. I don't know when that pulled up.
EA had theirs last night. It was very lackluster though. You could tell people didn't really care as much, but they've also screwed so many people over. So,
look, here's our newest game that you have to pay for everything.
Exactly. The only thing is that they came out and have announced that
their new Madden
Anthem. Well, they announced that, of course. But Anthem will not have loot boxes, which is awesome. Yeah. I would not want that game to have any loot crates. I would hate that so much. And that game looks. I don't know. I'm starting to wonder about if I want to buy it now because it looks like you're just playing Iron Man. That's all it is.
Oh.
It is like when you watch it, the javelins or the suits of armor. They keep calling them different things. They don't stick with one name. It's power armor. It's been javelin. And it was another name. And even
so, do they just change the name when someone calls them out on it?
Well, the girl finally said, well, what is it actually called? Because you guys said 3 different names for it. She goes, you've said javelin, you've said power suit, and I forgot the third one. And they said, well, it is a javelin. That's what it's going to be called. It's like, okay, I want to be like, okay, now stick with it. If I was her, I would have said that.
Stick with
it. Has it always been called?
It's been called javelin.
No, I mean the title of the game. Because I swear I'd seen it as something else.
No, it's been Anthem for the last year.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Almost, yeah. No, I'm trying to think of when it first showed. Last year it was Anthem at E3. Yeah, so it's been at least a year and a half now. So, they showed Anthem, they showed Battlefield 5. They've talked about Battlefront 2 with Star Wars.
I thought LucasArts pulled that.
No, they own.
LucasArts there was talk that they were going to yank it.
The main thing is the loot crates on those. They were possibly going to have to yank them because Europe, Hawaii, and one other country were going to start considering loot boxes like that gambling. So they were actually thinking about having to pull that system because the
underage gambling.
Underage gambling. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Hawaii was one of the biggest states here, and I want to say California was behind it, or one other state was behind it. Maybe you're right. Maybe this is considered gambling. So they're trying to prove that it is the same addiction as gambling to get loot crates. So EA's under fire for that.
That's the whole basis for a pay-to-win game, though.
Exactly.
They play on that.
But it's not so much.
There's a South Park episode about that.
There's not so much pay to win as it's pay to maybe get this one item that maybe will do this. That's the problem. Pay to win, it's like $10 to get this badass gun. Okay, cool. That's gonna make me win. Not $10 to buy this crate to maybe get a 1% chance of getting Darth Vader.
Piece of gear.
That's what's going on.
I wanted Darth Vader. You got Stormtrooper 5
for the 6th time.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, that whole system, though, I guess it's a way for them to make more money.
Oh, it is.
But at the same time, as a gamer, to me, it's just not worth it. If I've already forked out that kind of money for the game, I don't necessarily want to, keep paying for more content unless it's, real, legit DLC.
And I think it's the comment I've made before. Gamers our age know, hey, this is not, not worth my time. Younger kids whose parents have the money, who probably don't pay attention to what games they're playing. Kids comes up, can I get $20 to go, buy a game or buy something? Well, then we just buy that? Yeah, but there's an add-on. Oh, okay, here you go. Here's money. And now they just spent $100.
Or the cards on the account, and the kids are...
Ooh, yeah, that hurts.
Exactly. Yeah. And then, So, I think that's the way they're making their money right now the most. I mean, the games look good, but it comes back to that same fact that EA had about 5 games that they showed off. I mean, of course, we have our sports games, which it's oh, cool, yeah, whatever. But Madden, the main
FIFA.
one, I think it was Madden, FIFA 2018, and an NBA game is coming out.
A new NBA game, you don't say.
I know, right? And
Between
then,
that
of course,
sneakers, man.
Battlefield 5 had a Battle Royale mode they're releasing, so everyone's copying PUBG. So that's the new thing.
Well, everyone's got to hop on that bandwagon.
Please,
They
let all the people...
I'm kind of curious.
No, actually, I want everyone who's into that kind of gaming to go play all those games and stay out of the other games that are,
Other games too.
You know what I'm saying?
Play all
if
of
you're like a Call of Duty person or a pub and you love PUBG,
Hi.
now hear me out. And you're a PUBG person and you're like, oh, this game. Don't jump into a game like, say, Sea of Thieves and complain because I don't understand why this gun does the same damage. That's not fair. You know what I'm saying though? Like, don't go in there and start flipping out because I can't get a better gun. You go back and play whatever other game you're playing. Then quit complaining.
But that's the thing. That I like PUBG. I really do. I don't like Fortnite, but I love Call of Duty. But I love Sea of Thieves. I love other things too. But I'm the type that I have to keep running around and doing something. I don't like just sitting still for too long. I mean, case in point, me and her sunk the ship while you cried.
We got the achievement.
We did.
Yeah.
We did.
You do realize that the whole reason that bothers me is because I do kind of like, if it's a game I like and I want to get invested in what we're doing, that's great. And then all of a sudden,
in sinking the ship.
and then all of a sudden it's like, hey,
I'm invested in the achievements.
I wonder what happens if I put this barrel in the ship and shoot it. That was our ship. We're doing, it's okay, don't read, but I want to play the game.
I would like to put out, you hit an island.
Yeah.
I was trying to patch it up at first. She started playing music. I ran up and played music.
We're looking for more
I
achievements.
really was trying to help fix it the first time. But speaking of which, so moving off of, a good way to transition actually, moving off of EA into the Microsoft today, they're going to release 2 more expansions for Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
Yes, and if you haven't seen the newest one, if you haven't seen the Hungry and Deep, oh my god.
Hungry and Deep is out.
The
Megalodon.
Megalodon is a freaking amazing. The fight, I've actually watched one of the fights.
We need to get on to
Oh my god, no, it's so well. There's a whole quest line you have to do to get it. It isn't just like go here and there's a creature. There's a series of quests.
It's gonna be a long play.
But the great thing is, I actually watched the fight, and part of it is you have to have 5 people to summon the Megalodon.
Oh, really?
You have to have 5, so you have to work with their crews. However, I watched one of the things, they had the crew and they summoned it. It was amazing. And all of a sudden, it destroyed one of the other ships. And the other guy's like, that was my ship.
As long as he's safe, though, he's like, yeah, I'm good.
But, yeah, it was insanely awesome.
Well, the next 2 expansions are the Forsaken Island and I forgot the other one's name already. New Sales or something like that was the other one. So it's New Sales, then Forsaken Island. It looks like the other one's July, I think it said, and then the other one's like fall, September, I think was the other one. So you get those 3 coming out. So Microsoft really came out aiming for, I would say just the fences. They were aiming for the whole damn other baseball field.
Well, I think because of, I really think that Microsoft felt kind of like they really needed to step up their games this go round.
Yeah.
Because they're not launching a new console.
No, well, no one is right now.
Right, but last year didn't Sony launch a new console?
No.
No.
Why do I feel like someone launched something?
They've done the upgrade.
Or something.
They did
Gotcha.
the PS4 Pro,
Okay.
but
Pro.
Xbox came back with the Xbox One X.
Yeah.
And Xbox One X came out last year, and Pro came out right before that. I think like January of that year, or like right around the same time.
Okay, just because, I mean, it really kind of seems like, because of the fact that it's a year where we're not doing any type of, like, console stuff, like, for Microsoft, they're trying to step up the games game, which I'm totally all right with. I love and hate years like this all at the same time.
Yeah.
Just because of the fact that, you do get a lot of really amazing games out of this time. But then it's kind of like a couple years back, we had all these amazing Xbox 360 games come out. And then, oh, look, here's Xbox One, after we just spent all our money on the games.
I mean, that's what happens, though. You have to learn to time the cycles of these consoles. 360 and PS3 were the longest console generation ever, pushing about a 10-year mark.
Yeah.
With no consoles ever lasted that long. Usually about a 5-year mark is where they start, okay, we're releasing the new one. So I think the main problem is Microsoft had very little exclusives to back up that One X.
True.
They've been stumbling around with indie developers. They've had a lot of issues. But the good thing with Microsoft versus, and no offense to Sony, but versus Sony is Microsoft learns to adapt very, very quickly. Okay, you want this? Bam, we're going to fix that.
Yeah, let's make it happen.
So this year, and this is why I say they didn't just aim for the fence, they aimed for another park. They've announced 18 exclusives
Yeah.
They announced 5 acquisitions of 5 developers.
We happy for you. I finally get a full game.
Get 50 games. They announced 50 titles that they're supposedly going to get. Well, I mean, that's across the board.
Yeah.
So that's across all platforms, plus their 18 exclusives. But when you think about that, 50 games, if 50 games are coming out this year, and 18 of them are Microsoft only. I mean, that's a huge number.
Yeah.
That's almost half of those games are going to be
A couple years ago that happened, though. It was when... It was right before they launched the Xbox One.
Mm-hmm.
They did that with 360. I know, because every video game retailer was doing some sort of like massive, like, if you buy X amount of these new release games before this date, you get some sort of special bonus.
Exactly.
And I bought them all. But
and that's what I'm saying, though. They're now, but 50 cross-platform and platform games, or 50 games coming out this year, or the next few months.
Yeah.
Maybe like the next 7-8 months, and almost half of it is Microsoft's games. That's amazing. Microsoft finally is like, you know what, we need exclusives, and they bought 5 companies. That's when you have that kind of money.
Well, and I think it's been a long time coming, because like you said, like one of the ones that they've announced was We Happy Few.
Yeah.
That is a game that is not for your faint-at-heart gamer. That is for your gamer that really wants to kind of play the long haul. They want your Halo gamers.
Yeah.
We play for the story.
Yeah.
And to run around and, get kills from the grave.
Yeah.
But, for a game like that, you need the folks that are going to be able to stay with it, because that story, like, I mean, I haven't played it in a while. I really need to log back in and play some.
Yeah.
I mean, that story goes all over the place, and it can take you places you don't want to go. Like, there are certain, like, I'm not going to lie, I have a hard time playing the game at night.
It's a fun game.
It is, but I have a hard time playing it at night. Yeah. All the angry people,
play
like
Dying Light at night and see what happens.
No, not happening. No, that's like me trying to play.
That one got me, actually.
See, I really kind of miss like the Kinect for my like zombie killing game. That I can still play it on there because I still have my Xbox and my Kinect.
Same.
But like that game, and I'm drawing a blank on the name of it.
Zombie.
I remember it. No, she has it because I borrowed it. I wanted to borrow it, and I think I rented it.
But I can't play it at night.
I love that one. That was so
well,
good.
okay, I probably could have played it at night if one of the cats hadn't attacked my leg one time when I was playing at night. And it was one of those really suspenseful moments, and I was like, nope, done.
Yeah. See, and that's the good thing is that they acquired Undead Labs. They acquired. I forgot the names of the 5 companies. They acquired 5 companies. They basically We Happy Few, Undead Labs, of course, which is State of Decay 2. The other ones, they don't think they had games they announced for them. But again, 5 companies working straight with Microsoft to make games for them.
Yeah, for Microsoft.
So the fact is, they're locking down the market, and which is what they need to do. They need to double down on these developers, so that way they can just publish the games and say, hey, we got these exclusives. You want my Xbox One X? You want to pay this $500 for a 4K player, which PlayStation doesn't have.
Yeah.
4K stream and 4K enhanced games. So they cornered it now. They finally got their cornerstone going.
And then of course, in a couple years when Disney buys them,
then Mickey Mouse comes out.
I'm going to tell you this. I'm actually surprised. With as much stuff as Microsoft acquired these companies and all this, but I'm really surprised that Disney hasn't just started buying video game developers.
Well, they have one. That's why.
They've got LucasArts.
Technically, they own LucasArts. If you want to trace it back far enough.
Yeah, they own it, and then they dismantled it and got rid of it.
It's still there.
Well, it's still there, yeah.
Because they got the what do you call it? The Star Wars games, and the fact is, whenever they make a Star Wars game, they have to get the licensing from Disney. So they don't even need to own a game. It was like, you want to make a game for us? Cool. Here, give us money for that licensing so you can use it. I mean, that's all they got to do.
They'd rather have that. Disney would much rather pay someone for the have someone pay them for the license.
Yeah, because they don't do anything.
I'm still on my old standby. Oh, gotta rule the world.
They might one day, but
Hitler's dead. No problem. Okay, I'll stop.
Yeah. The other thing is, they started off the press conference with the new Halo Infinite, which is going to be Halo 6.
Well, they could still come out with another Halo 6 since they didn't title it Halo 6.
Well, they're going with that fact that they're switching it to names, because look at Halo 5. It was really Halo Guardians.
Yeah.
So Halo 6 is Infinite, which has been the rumor for the last couple of weeks that it was going to be called Halo Infinite. It was confirmed. It didn't show any Covenant, though, I've noticed. So it showed a lot of just environments.
One thing that I'm seeing, though, is like a lot of stuff is going back to Master Chief. Even
but
like
that's
the
what they
comic
want.
series, yeah. Because I mean, really, Master Chief was our hero.
Right, and that the fact is, Halo 5 built up the suspension. You had, the podcasts. You had the storyline with, I forgot the guy's name, Hunt for the Truth.
Yeah.
Locke?
No, not Locke, because it was Hunt for the Truth, which was a reporter who basically was killed by Oni, or quote unquote killed by Oni. Which I name it, I'll be killed by Oni. That's gonna suck. Damn. Oh well. So Oni killed him, and Oni might kill me. So if I go missing, it's Oni. And there was a whole cover-up, and that's the whole thing. And that's what was supposed to lead into this game about cover-up stories and all this other stuff that was going on with like covert operations. But the game really didn't go into all of that. It was just like, here's Locke. Now, it kind of like making it seem that Locke was going to eventually take over the Master Chief spot, maybe.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, John is getting old, let's face it.
Well, yeah.
And I think they were hoping that, hey, we can pass the torch to Locke. But it just didn't work the way they wanted to.
Yeah.
So now it's been 3 years. There was no release date on this trailer. This was a very short trailer, I would like to point out. So no, the game won't come out till sometime next year, probably. So that means Halo has a good track record of when they release the trailer, within a year it comes out.
Usually
the reason I say that is because it's like, and you gave me a hard time when I joked about it when you said they showed the release for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry.
That's because Kingdom Hearts has that bad track record.
Yeah, it does.
Halo doesn't have that same track record.
It's had that such long of, it's coming. It's like those of us that had waited when we heard, yes, there's going to be a Final Fantasy VII redo. And we've been waiting 20 years for that, I think.
Watch. PlayStation will drop it.
Yeah.
Bet you anything.
Maybe. Are they done this yet?
No, theirs is tomorrow.
tomorrow.
But the thing is, all their stuff was leaked already. Supposedly, it's been leaked.
Oh.
And one of the comments was a Final Fantasy VII remake. But that it wasn't going to be the original game. It was going to be a true remake of the game. So
I love the old turn-based stuff.
Who knows? I do too.
Because there's sometimes you just want to because I think like with the old turn-based game, you seem that you could even relax and enjoy it. Yeah, okay, relax. Phoenix down. But I mean, you could relax and enjoy it. Where these like Fallout and Skyrim, there's not really there's a constant. You got to be on your guard. You got to be ready. You got to be.
Are you picking up the theme with him yet?
What?
Like every time we talk about a game, I really miss those games. Their turn style, or I really like this game because
back in his day,
it's just like, what do you say about a slow, mellow kind of gameplay? So I just want to sit back.
I love Sea of Thieves. I am
It's
starting to
you.
really enjoy
He's a
State of
very
Decay
chill
2.
guy. That's his thing.
I
He's
try.
chill.
If I played all these angry, games, I'd be even more angry than I normally am. Then I go off on these weird
Just have a
tangents and
point
start,
You still go off on tangents.
I do.
Yeah,
So-
and I don't think you can get much angrier.
Oh, that's not true. That is not true.
You've been
That's
identified
all
as
right, man.
Terrence on Angry Birds.
Ugh, that's pretty bad, dude.
Yeah.
So
You never see me get angry then.
my issue though with the whole Halo Infinite, I mean, I don't mind not seeing Covenant because the Covenant and humans kind of made their peace and worked together. We got the new threat of Cortana and the Guardians, but I think what's bothering me the most. Can you reach the controller? It's about to play something random. The battery, yeah. So the main thing I noticed, and it bothers me a little bit, is we're all assuming it is Master Chief because we saw the helmet. And somebody's holding the helmet, looking down at the Marines calling for help because they dropped orange smoke, so I guess they were
But it
getting
could
an
be
extraction.
anybody.
That's my theory, because if you look at the armor, it's too sleek to be Master Chief.
It's Buck.
Okay,
If you
that
look
was
at
what
it,
it sounded like
it's
you
not
said.
Buck.
No, you know what I'm saying? ODST?
Buck.
Oh, that'd be awesome. No, I'm just saying.
Well, he's a Spartan now. So.
I know, but that'd be awesome.
But see, even his armor is too bulky. That's why it's
Yeah.
like, because you see his calf,
Maybe
and
it's
this armor was like melted onto his calf.
Honestly, maybe it's a new female Spartan.
It might be a new female
Yeah.
Spartan. I mean, who knows? It might be a new Monier, which is the armor they wear.
Yeah.
So it might be a new armor. They may comment that, hey, Master Chief finally upgraded his armor from this big bulky thing to something sleek, more like Iron Man-ish look.
Or maybe
I
a
mean,
character that we don't know.
Yeah. But that's why I laughed. Everyone's like, I'm Master Chief. And I'm like, look at that. Look at the calf muscle, because that armor doesn't look right.
Was it 4 that had you didn't know it was Master Chief to almost the end of the trailer when he was in the desert?
Kind of, yeah, because he had the hood on.
But it was still,
Yeah.
you couldn't tell
was-
how bulky it was, but until that cloak came off, and you're like, yeah, that's Master Chief.
It was 5, because it was a trailer for 5. In this desert, he was walking. He had this like old, like looking tattered cloak, and yeah, at the you see like the little thing that's supposed to be Cortana, and then like the hood comes off, or he pulls it back, and it's Chief.
Yeah.
So I mean, this one, but he's holding his helmet to the side, which we don't really get a whole lot of Chief with his helmet off.
Yeah.
And of course, we're never going to show his face. The most we've seen is his eyes.
Well, because like you and I, we know the face of Master Chief. We've talked to the face of Master Chief.
I mean, if you want to look the exactly, yeah.
Yeah, but see, showing the face of Master Chief is like showing the face of Judge. You don't. You just don't.
Yeah.
You know, it's you see the helmet, and that right there. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, and that's true, and that's why you can shove anybody in that mask, and it's okay, whatever. But it's just one of those. I don't. As much as I want to believe it's Chief, I don't think it was. I think it's either another Spartan, or if it is Chief, they're going to comment that he has a brand new set of armor, because now that armor just doesn't look right, and the Marines look different too. They didn't look like they were wearing standard. UNSC gear. It looked a little bit different to me. So one of these, I might actually rewatch that trailer and break it down more, and then do a video on that. So if you guys
honestly,
want that,
if they're going with this whole new things, and hey there, Snake Killer, thanks for watching, appreciate it. Because they're going back to this naming system rather than something with the numbering system, that would almost lead me to say it's probably going to be a new Spartan. Now, not to say that we've forgotten Master Chief. We'll never forget Master Chief. No. He's always going to be our original. But with that being said, it would make sense that they would bring in a new Spartan at this point. And plus, they're also coming from that new... It's the passing of the torch from one generation to the next. So it'd be like passing the torch from you to your daughter.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I think they were trying to do with Locke. It failed. So now they're going to try maybe a new tactic with it and slowly integrate it. Because it would be nice to see maybe... like not an apprentice, but someone that he knows.
Yeah.
And then it's someone you do like maybe this whole game with, and then maybe Master Chief dies at the end, or maybe he finally steps back.
Blasphemy.
And at the end, it's this other Spartan stepping up, and then that way you have that connection. Because the other one, you don't feel like you have a connection with Locke. You don't feel like you have a connection with Buck or any of his team.
Yeah.
And Chief with his other Spartans, when you have Linda and everybody, it didn't have that connection either. It was like I'm playing these other characters, but there's no connection to any of them or any of these guys. So I think that hurt them. So now they're going to try to redo that. And who knows? They've had 3 years. So one more year, if they are still building it, 1 more year, 4 years later, might be what they need.
Very true.
So 2 questions.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah.
Are we just going to be talking about video games today?
I mean, it was kind of covered E3, yeah.
Okay. I'm just asking because I mean, if you're talking about trailers, I've seen a few actual trailers that give me hope for a future franchise, and one that looks amazing. That's why I was just asking. I'll bring it up later. I was just asking because I understand with E3, but I mean, not everybody's.
Well, that's the thing though. Right now, that's where all eyes are.
Yeah.
Right now is on E3, so that's why I was going to cover that. Especially, it's only the 2 conferences, so the only other big announcements they had was Ori, the 3 Gears games, which, like you guys said, maybe it's a mobile game for that pop.
I'm not gonna lie, the pop one looked like.
I think that's funny because if that goes through and it works really well, I would see a whole series of pop, like the Lego games, but seeing with Funko Pops would be amazing.
Yeah, that would actually be fun.
It'd be so much fun.
Well, like I said, I think they really kind of touched on it. Is they are at that point where they're trying to transition because they need to keep their base.
Yeah.
So they're trying to transition from like gamers like you and me, who, we're older gamers, we're more seasoned gamers, we've been doing this a while, to the younger generation that's just starting to come into video games.
Yeah.
So, hey, how do we pull them into our systems versus something like Nintendo or Sony that tend to have, I don't want to say more games geared towards kids, but the graphics and the animation are more of a childlike style.
Yeah. And what I hope is they don't do with this, with the Gears pop, it doesn't turn into like when Teen Titans went to Teen Titans Go. You know? Like, it looks like it's... Like, I've seen... I don't watch it. I've seen, like, some of it, and I'm like... And that's the new style. They're rebooting all the old Cartoon Network shows in this weird, chibi, disturbing style that's just... I'm like...
I get
just,
so I'm hoping they have new animators. They may have new animators, and that's their animation.
But I'm just saying, the pop idea would do good, because, I mean, Star Wars Lego, I hate to say it, any of the Star Wars Lego, the Marvel Lego, any of the Lego games are fun for any age.
Yeah.
And because it's Lego, I think there's that connection with everyone. Even people as old as me, we had Legos growing up, and we used to build. And the fact that in the game now you're building the Lego ships for bonus things, or you're finding this, or the inside, the jokes of these serious moments in movies or games or television shows that are in the Lego world that aren't that serious.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun that way, you know?
Exactly, and I agree. And maybe this pop game will go somewhere. Who knows? They didn't really show much. It was just a little like announcement trailer.
Still, it was cool to see that it was pop.
Yeah,
it was like pops.
Gears Tactics is the other game because there was 3 games that were supposed to be announced. They did announce all 3, so you have that Gears Pop, Gears Tactic, which
Gears
looks
5.
like it's a RTS turn-based tactical game kind of thing almost. Because it
That's
was
what
like
it
it didn't
looks
look RTS-ish enough to me.
Which I'm wondering
But-
if that's what they're because of cross-platforming. If they're not starting to come out with some of that.
They might, but they also probably trying to capitalize on Halo Wars and Halo Wars 2 and how
True.
popular those were. Now let's move on to our other franchise. And then, of course, Gears 5 coming out with a nice little trailer for that one. Doesn't show a whole lot. It looks like it's not going to follow the Phoenixes anymore. Either Marcus or JD.
You know, JD's in it, but I guess that's unless that's the beginning they were showing.
Yeah, but if the gameplay was all her.
Dude, why do I
That
have
was
your
one of
cat's
her.
about to hop on my head?
Because the cat's probably about to hop in the head.
So that's pretty much. I mean, they had a bunch of other games that were world premieres, but we'll probably see some of that at Sony. And some of the other
Cyberpunk.
ones.
That Cyberpunk game
Yeah.
looked amazing.
It
Because
did.
I looked
I
at
haven't
it
heard
when I
that.
first saw scenes of it. My first thought was, "Are we finally getting a Shadowrun game?" And then I was like, "Okay, nope, it's
Well,
just humans."
You know me, like there are times when I just kind of like tune out because I've got other stuff going on, and I just somehow had missed that one. And like I search Cyberpunk, and I'm searching something completely different.
Yeah.
I'm not looking for a video game called Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
I'd be like, no, that's not what I'm looking for.
And Cyberpunk 2077 has been in development hell, like I said, it's been developing, it's just been years and years.
Yeah.
It's been about 3 years now, I want to say, that they've been talking about. They've had like small snippets of trailers, pictures, screenshots, whatever, and nothing's really come out. But this last 6 months or so, they've really like, yes, it's coming, it's happening, we're almost done, blah, blah, blah. And it looks good.
I wonder.
It
Like
really
I said,
looks good.
I made the comment to you, and I wasn't trying to say it is going to be. I wonder if it's going to be along the lines of the new Grand Theft Auto and the open world. You do all this stuff. There are missions, but there's a more open world because it almost seems like it's almost like a crime-esque game in the way that they're talking about the city and everything else. But again, I mean, what they were showing the engine footage they were showing, the aesthetics and it looked great. Now, does that mean it's going to be a great game? We don't know.
No,
but
I mean-
we can hope.
I think the problem with this
It might
game
be
is-
pretty.
It might be. I think the problem with this
Sometimes
game
you just need a
is,
pretty game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sometimes
it's
some
true.
of the games as pretty as all you need.
It's going to be, I think, one of those. It's going to do well, but it's going to fail because it's been hyped up for 3 years, roughly 2 to 3 years now. I think people are going to have so much expectation for it that it's not going to meet them. It's going to do what it says, but everyone's going to be like, well, it should have done this, this, and this, because that's what we thought, blah, blah, blah.
You can't make
Yeah.
everybody happy. That's the
No, you
worst
can't.
problem.
You can piss everybody off,
There's
that's
been
easy.
so many
Yeah.
games that I've seen come out that are like, these are really good games, and then you look at reviews, and people are just obliterating it. Well, it doesn't have this, and I want this. Well,
Exactly.
okay, they're not. One game isn't going to have everything you want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's not, and I think people are hoping that it's not going. I'm thinking people are going to hope it has more than it is really going to have.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, like I said, there's a bunch of other games they announced. More of it was just their world premieres. Like I said, the acquisition of 5 companies: Halo, Gears, Ori,
2.
Dying Light 2, which is going to be
Looks really good.
cross-platform. The main thing is too. This is why I wasn't like. I was trying to like. I should have just told you all to call me. Mixer, if you get they did last year when Mixer first came out, they did it again this year. If you're watching on the Mixer, you are going to get stuff from their mixing pot. You can go online to review what you're going to get. That will be released this week. Some of the games that they announced. Oh, the Game Pass is getting more games now. Division, which I love Division. So if y'all want to play Division, I'm down.
Never played it.
Is going to be on Game Pass. Fallout 4 is going to Game Pass. And Elder Scrolls Online is going to Game Pass.
Nice.
As of right this second, you can go on there and download those.
Wow,
Nice.
I've been actually wanting to play that one. I just never got it.
I'm
I
telling
hadn't-
you.
But I'm
Game
like, I'm
Pass.
also, there's a lot of things like the Game Pass to me right now. I was like, I'm not so sure. Now I'm kind of like, okay, I want to see how it was going to go, give it time.
Yeah. No, and I get that too. Well over 100 games. And a lot of big names. And the fact is, all the exclusive games they're getting are going to be
Gonna
on
be
there
on the
day
platform,
one. So that's why it's like, I didn't buy Sea of Thieves because it's like, well, it's on there. I don't need it.
Yeah.
And I've literally justified, I'm spending $10 a month, so I spent $120. State of Decay 2 and Sea of Thieves made me $90 paid there, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
If you think about it that way.
I that's great. And I went, instead of doing that, I went and bought the game. Which,
Yeah, you
by the
did.
way, I got to tell you, the more I play that game, the more I'm like, I really kind of enjoy this. The only thing is it's a little frustrating. You can't help certain people out. But I
Yeah.
mean, the game itself is fun to play. And that's why
It
I like
is.
playing fun games. And I like playing with friends. I like these people. Strangely enough, I love this one. This one. I'm kidding. But no, seriously. But I love playing with friends because that's part of the fun of it.
Right.
Where I notice a lot of like PUBG. And if you're playing with friends, a group of friends, that's great. Or what's the other one? Fortnite. Ugh. This game's not. This video is not about Fortnite. Inside joke. It's an inside joke. But no, seriously though, I think that's part of why you guys joke with me when I say I like these older games. But think about it. The last couple of years, most of the gameplay has been play online in these large, big battle games, and not hey, play this game with your friends, and do great things working together.
I like to play the story mode and kill things.
A lot of the Microsoft games they showed off, there are multiplayer ones, but there was a lot of single player ones too that I like. So I enjoyed they had that good balance.
You didn't announce the great one, the great 3-player game that came out. Oh my god. Battletoads! Oh, come on. That was awesome.
Sad that you're happy about that. I mean,
no. It was
Can you imagine how ridiculous we could be playing Battletoads?
I don't want
I'm just pointing out the fact that it randomly came out of nowhere.
Again,
Battletoads.
It was every rumor that has that people have called out have happened so far for the C3. Everything's been leaked. That's what I said.
Really? So rumors come true? Really?
Yes,
so
for some reason.
Legacy of Kain.
Try it. You never know. Maybe.
I'll laugh. That comes next. That somebody shows up and like, damn. Okay. Well,
the thing is, because Walmart Canada or Canadian Canada, I don't know how they want
Canada.
I don't know how they want to word it. Like, is it Walmart Canada or is it Canadian
Walmart Canada?
Walmart Canada.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like Disney Tokyo.
Okay, leaked all the games that were going to happen by accident.
Well,
So every single game they posted has happened.
Cool.
So you never know. Maybe there will be a Legacy of Kain. Just ask Walmart to fuck around and post it by accident. And see how
now, see, hold on. You jump on me about language, man.
I don't jump on you.
I jump on you about language.
I talked about Buck, and you gave me the look like I said something else. I'm like,
I get on both of you about language because one, we don't want people to feel that they can't watch us if their kids are in the room. If people want to watch us, we think that they should feel that we're not going to say anything that's going to be too horrible.
Here's what I'll do. I'll adjust the settings so it actually can bleep out the words.
Okay.
No, there's actually a setting on there.
Oh, good. Yeah, we need that.
I found out the other day.
Speaking of which, no, and I didn't find this out. This is totally off topic when you said this. So I was trying to help somebody out on a technical thing, and they asked me for an email. I sent the email, and something in the sending system wouldn't let it send. It turns out it's because if you send it for just watch, because a combination of letters in the middle of the word make a dirty word, it won't let it send it. And I'm like, but I'm not saying the dirty word, and I'm just saying.
Wow, I never thought of that.
No, I didn't either until I went to help this person. I was like, I felt really bad, but it was weird that it did that.
Ridiculous.
So
there's a whole other thing to it but I need to tell you that later.
So as per trailers, I gotta tell you.
What's up?
So I saw 2 trailers this week that I really, and I'm a movie trailer buff. I love it because honestly, trailers sometimes in some cases are the best part of the movie. And as some people around me know how much I have a hate for Michael Bay, I say that solely because
Don't tell me it's what I think it is.
I saw the trailer for Bumblebee.
Oh my God.
Now here's the thing. Now hear me out.
I'm listening.
The 2 things that made me go, okay, I might be looking forward to this. Bumblebee is the Volkswagen Bug, the yellow Volkswagen Bug. And they really kind of focus on, that. And now, is this a reboot? Is this a continuation? Don't know yet. There's a lot of rumors about that it's kind of
like a reboot.
It might be a reboot, and if it is a reboot, great. The only other thing was they showed one Decepticon.
Starscream.
No, it wasn't Starscream.
Oh, wasn't him?
From the color scheme, G1 fan, sorry.
Yeah.
But from the color scheme, it looked like Thrust, one of the Seekers, one of the Decepticon jets. What's really cool about that is the fact that you have Bumblebee in his original Volkswagen Bug yellow form. You have Thrust, who was a jet in that white and burgundy color scheme. So it's like, okay, are they kind of... So to me, I was kind of like, okay, are we trying to go back Gen 1 kind of? And, so I'm just a little bit, because, I got really excited for the very first one. No, I got very excited for the very first Transformers movie. I was okay with it. I was okay with it. And I got really, really excited when I heard the Transformers movie come. There's Grimlock, and then he's a Chinese dragon. But anyways, then that ruined my life.
Hunt down cannibals,
When's the Chinese dragon?
If you look at the design of Grimlock in the Transformers,
it's not
it's not a T-Rex.
Is that one of the newer ones?
Yes.
Okay, I've only seen the first.
No,
one.
I'm saying though, he didn't look like a T-Rex. He
Well,
looked like a elongated Chinese dragon.
I only watched the first 3 or the first.
So anyways, so don't. I know you want to roll your eyes. So I was like, oh, Michael Bay. I don't know, but the Transformers, I'm having a little hope.
I guess. And what I'm worried about with that one is the way they talked about him. The movie at the beginning, it sounds like it's a reboot because I thought his voice box got damaged in the fight when he was defending Shia LaBeouf. They make a side comment to it. I thought they made a side comment that during the fight it was damaged. I want to rewatch the first one now.
Okay, it was prior.
Original lore. Original Transformers lore.
Well,
is that
let's not discuss
or from the
original comics and the original theory behind or the animation. Bumblebee and him was a scout hooked up, and Spike helped him out, and they became friends. Now, he wasn't injured. Now, see, that's one thing that always threw me off was like that Shia LaBeouf. They didn't call him Spike because his name's Sam Witwicky, and I was like, wait, wasn't that the name? I can't remember if it was named the mechanic or whatever. But now here's the thing: if you go by the comics lore, Bumblebee was destroyed and rebuilt as Goldbug.
Okay.
They rebuilt him, and for a while, that character couldn't talk.
So they kind of meshed him.
But the thing is, if they're kind of resetting it, that's great. But I don't want to get my hopes up because I don't want to be disappointed. But at the same time, it was kind of cool. It was really awesome to see the original Volkswagen Bug yellow. You know, they did that in the first one, and it was kind of done as a joke. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, they'll throw away to him.
But now, having said all that,
it looks interesting.
Having said all that, the trailer to watch and the trailer to just go amazing. Peter Jackson is doing a new movie called The Mortal Engines. It looks amazing. It's post-apocalyptic steampunk.
Is that what the cities that are on?
The mobile cities, yes.
I saw that one.
Steampunk.
And the funny thing is, the more I was actually, as soon as I saw the trailer, I was like, wow, it's amazing. Then I found out it was about a book. And I researched and I went and looked for the book. From what I'm just seeing in the trailers, it's sticking to what the scenes are coming right out of the book.
Excuse me, yeah.
So to me, I'm like, okay, does this mean he's going to have another 3 or 4 picture series of movies about this, which would be amazing? The fact that London is put on giant treads and is roaming the earth, swallowing their cities, it is a little out there. It is a little strange, but at the same time,
it looks good though.
It looks amazing.
Steampunk is a little out there.
When's the last time you heard of an actual steampunk movie? The last one
Wild West.
Wild
Wild West.
That doesn't even really count as steampunk, but it does. It does, but it doesn't. But like the last movie that I actually remember seeing about steampunk was Steam Boy. It was the animated, the anime movie Steam Boy, and that was amazing.
So here's my problem with it, though.
What?
It's still Peter Jackson.
Okay.
First of all, like you say, it's going to be however many movies hopefully they're going to make however many movies.
Well, the book series, there's literally, I want to say there's 4 stories. There's 3 prequel stories, and then there's an offshoot story.
Okay, so there's a possibility for a movie franchise.
Oh yeah,
look at Avatar. There were supposed to be 3 movies, and
it just takes forever for them to come out because they have to acquire the unobtainium.
It takes a while to get that.
Here's what's going to be the secret to these movies doing well. One,
fire Peter Jackson.
All you people out there,
let her finish.
All you people out there in the steampunk community that are saying, we want a steampunk movie, we want a steampunk movie.
You're getting it.
Well, guess what? You have to say, well, guess what? I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe it's going to be good. Maybe it's going to be bad. But I've got to go watch it so that it makes enough money for them to make the next one.
Look, giant mobile cities, airships, steampunk robots. They've got a lot of this stuff that's like the big... What?
I need to move the mic away from you. I'm watching this sound. No, because you watch how high.
I'm sorry, I get excited. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But I mean, but honestly,
you need to move it away.
This is that thing. This is that chance. This is like.
Thank you.
Really, gosh, okay. But this is that thing. Like from what I'm seeing, this is the first time in a long time I've seen a trailer for a movie that I've gotten really excited and went back and watched it again, and then I went and started researching. Oh my God, it's based on a story. And started reading the lore of the story. Yeah. Don't look at me. Okay, yeah. Okay, look, Game of Thrones, I know. But anyways.
I hate that guy.
What guy?
What's his face that wrote Game of Thrones? He's an
J.R.R. Alright, I'm sorry. It's not George R.R. Martin. Which I'm not gonna lie, there was a few times I was watching the show because I just finally started watching it.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, he stole that directly from J.R.R. Tolkien. Hey, he stole that directly from J.R.R. Tolkien.
Martin doesn't have. There's a whole story I can go off with him. I don't like him.
But anyways, so yeah, I mean,
those look good though. Those movies.
and that's the thing. Like, there's very few movies like I've seen trailers for that I'm like, I need to go. I want to go see this movie.
Deadpool. Sorry, some throat.
Have
y'all seen Deadpool 2 yet?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Okay, time I'm like, y'all.
We are going. Look, I am saying.
Did you see Avengers? Wait, did y'all see Avengers yet?
No.
You know, I'm done.
Okay,
All
you
right,
can be
this is
done.
over.
I'm sorry. Some of us are adults and have an adult life.
Too.
Well,
No,
it's not even that.
I am too.
Wait. Hold on. In the defense. In the defense.
Okay.
You have more time to see movies. Hear me out.
Yeah.
You work at night. You work overnights, right?
I don't sleep, and I work
and then you
overnights.
don't sleep. You
don't
have time to go do this. By the time we get done,
you got a weekend. You got Sundays off? Sunday mornings?
What Sunday?
It's not even that.
It's
so here's the catch here. You see this? This all this loveliness here. This was because that too, but between cosplay group stuff, this stuff, work stuff, life stuff, family being in town stuff, planning a wedding stuff.
Hey, you can't use family anymore. She's been gone for a couple weeks now.
Finally,
we're just pointing out the whole thing.
The whole thing is, it's a matter of there's only 24 hours in a day.
There is an 8 o'clock showing sometimes of movies in the morning. You can have breakfast.
I'm at work at that point.
Sunday morning. 8
o'clock. You know where I was at 8 o'clock this morning?
I was saying, our last couple Sundays.
I was out at McAllister Park getting ready for our photo shoot at 8 o'clock this morning.
Let's be honest, most of our Sundays lately have been run from as soon as the alarm goes off, we're gone and we're doing stuff because it's getting close to con season. Things going. We got a lot of stuff going on. Now, having said that,
I'll watch those movies for you a few times and then I'll let you know how they are.
Do that.
Oh my gosh. Let me guess. Avengers. Let me guess.
Avengers and Deadpool.
Let me guess. Avengers. Somebody dies.
No, everyone lived, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Everyone lived. Only half,
Yeah, I told you. The whole next movie is just Rocket with the Infinity Gauntlet, just doing like the giant Kamehameha into the earth.
Or say, no, he's just like, with this, I want that leg. I want that arm. Why? I just want it.
Yeah. You have a whole person. He's going to make a person after that. Yeah. So, I mean, those ones look good. I want to see, if we're going off trailers real quick, I want to see Upgrade. That one looks like a fun...
Oh my god, that looks insane!
Hilarious.
It looks one of those that's just going to be fun to watch.
The worst part about that is that if you watch the scenes they're showing in the trailer when the first time, I guess, the chip takes effect, the look on the guy's face is what's making it. Just stay down, man. Please stay down.
No, he's like, he doesn't want to hurt him, but he's like, you can tell he doesn't want to kill him or anything, but it's like, nope, you're gonna die.
And another, so that looks great. I've been hearing decent reviews about it.
It looks good. I thought
Tom Hardy was in it. Turns out the guy just looks a lot like him.
Yeah, he just looks like him. I don't expect much of it except that it's going to entertain the shit out of me because there's going to be a lot of action. And that's kind of all I'm going to go for. I don't care for a story.
And speaking about movies that will entertain you, so for those of you who are older viewers, there was this amusement park back in the day. Back in the 70s, called Action Park, or Action Point. And so Johnny Knoxville, it made a movie about it.
Because it was dubbed Class Action Park because of all the
injuries. Well, he decided, they actually got together and wrote and did this movie. And a lot of the stuff that's in there, of course, he got hurt because it's Johnny Knoxville. But it's really amazing because of all the based on a true story things you could do, they picked the most sued amusement park in the country.
There's a worse one right now that's coming out.
What's that?
The one with what's the guy that plays Hawkeye? Do you know his name?
Tag? Jeremy Renner? No, that looks amazing.
No, but it says based on a true story.
Well, yeah,
it's a true story.
See, there's a difference between a true story and based on.
Yeah.
Basically, okay, they got the idea that these 5 guys played tag for over 20 years.
Yeah.
Yes, does it go way overboard? It's a Hollywood movie. Yeah. They're gonna go. Yeah. If you watched a movie about 5 guys over 20 years walking around, you'd be like, okay, this is ridiculous. Yeah, no, if you see it go overboard with slapstick comedy, you're gonna be entertained.
It's like How I Met Your Mother and Slapbet.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of which, something that popped in my head. We were talking about this at work the other day. Something about How I Met Your Mother. All the times he's telling these kids his stories about Barney.
This is totally nothing new. We've had
it just popped into my head again because I'm just saying.
How did we know what he did?
Was it really Barney or was it him doing all that crazy stuff?
There's a lot of theories to it. And when you think about it, that show shouldn't have been named How I Met Your Mother. It should be How I Met what's her face, the friend.
How I Met Your Aunt Robin.
Yeah, pretty much. That's all it was. But yeah,
well, no, I just popped them ahead. Sorry.
There's a lot going on with those. But
movies though.
Movies. There's a lot of good movies coming out. Hopefully, there's hopefully a lot.
I'm honestly like part of me is really wanting to see a nice, a good. Like I said, I really hope Mortal Engine.
Family film.
Hey, we got that. It's called Incredibles 2, which I really tell you, there's going to be more people over the age of 10 in there than there are going to be kids. Let's be honest.
I get the VIP ticket for the
Let's
Palladium.
go on Sneaky Snipe. Dude, I don't like the Palladium though.
VIP though, no more than 30 seats, no kids allowed. No one under the age of 18.
But I can't go and order a full meal, and
Yeah,
they
you
don't.
can.
And they don't have the good popcorn.
Yeah, they order a full meal and complimentary popcorn.
Hello?
Hello.
No. It's not the good popcorn. So like, I go to Draft House. I love Draft House.
I don't like Draft House anymore.
Because I'm from the United States of America.
But Draft House, when we went to the one at Park North, the seating, I don't like the seating anymore. There's not that bench thing isn't in front of you now. It's a little freaking table.
That's
Well,
what
not
you
Park
see
North.
streamers. That's
Yeah.
why the good ones.
Yeah. The one over so
I
by
don't
my
think that
place
one.
still has the bench. And they do like the really good
Somebody-
popcorn.
Somebody's salty. I don't know what did I do?
It's probably him. He's always salty. Or she's salty because she eats salty popcorn. I don't know.
I'm salty because I used to.
Well,
be a
because their
sailor.
popcorn, like, it's great because, like, they actually, like, it's legitimately, like, air pop popcorn. Like they, I mean, not air pop, but, like, in the can. It's so good.
Go try Palladium VIP experience and just try it and see what you think. I'm going to say.
Oh, that's a great joke. I love that. Good. That's a good applaud. For those of you who don't know,
Oh, God.
Snipe, that sneaky Snipe, that was beautiful.
That was
That was
awesome.
awesome.
That really
I
is.
used to work at a calendar factory. They fired me after a couple of days off. February is my fault. That's beautiful.
Now we
Tear it
know.
up.
It's all true now.
Yeah.
Everything's true.
Yeah.
But try it out. Just try it. Trust me. I fell in love with. I don't like I didn't like Santikos anymore. That would make me like him again. Doing that experience for Deadpool made me like it again. Because you get the same thing you get at Draft House. You can order food. You get full meal. You get your alcohol. You get your sodas. And you get more privacy because they actually have walls beside both of you. And there's actually a little light if you need to turn on the light to actually
Okay,
see the
that's just weird. That's not a movie theater.
No,
That's just
it's a little
weird.
wall. It comes up to like right here if you're sitting down. But it's so that way they even say if you want to be on your phone, you can.
I'm going to tell you something right now.
That's awesome.
I'm going to tell you.
Featuring
I'm going to.
This is great. Yeah.
That's so terrible.
But like, what if you wanted to go watch a movie with, like, 6 friends? Like, do they have, like, a booth big enough for 6 people?
I mean, you guys don't go to the movie with friends as it is, so it's just going to be you two anyway.
No, we do sometimes go with people.
Who's going to go with you to see Avengers and Deadpool 2?
Oh, I could name 150 people that
You
would still go see it
probably
again.
could. Look,
Yeah.
you
I'm
could,
going to tell you this.
But it's going to be you two because you guys haven't seen it yet. We've all seen it like a dozen times.
I'm going to say this right now, though. Okay, just hear me out. So you go to the movie theater with you go to the movie theater that has 2 seats.
Yeah.
There's walls beside it.
I mean, that's
I'm
a different
not
theater.
saying that. I just
Do you have to pop a quarter in every once in a while and the curtain closes?
Oh, God. I'm afraid to see what that question's going to be.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying.
Let's shoot the question. Let's see what we
I
got.
mean, they date. I'm single, so I'm out on this one. You know,
Well,
figure out all
well,
else
wait.
dating shit. I'm just.
No, I'm just
I'm
saying.
out.
You know, I'm not.
Well, yeah. See,
That's
that
actually
way,
good.
make sure that they follow up
Well, you
again
got
on
to.
February 1st.
Yeah,
You
but I heard
kiss-
the,
you
but
kiss
aren't
on
the
the first
rules.
date
Aren't the
because,
rules
you know.
on first dates totally different now? Now it's not.
80-20? 80-20?
He totally. That just totally went right over his head.
It's 80-20.
He's a toy that went right over his head.
No, I got the joke.
Yeah.
I'm pointing out though. First date does the rules change? It's not a kiss anymore, isn't it? It's
I'm not good at that. I'm not. Don't look at me. I don't do. I don't know.
I don't date.
I haven't dated in a while, dude. So don't look at me.
there's Twinder
There's-
and
No, dude, I don't do that.
and all those other little.
No.
I have Jeff Ramsey.
Dude,
I
why
have
don't you go on
his mindset.
Jimmy?
Because I have Jeff Ramsey's mindset. I was like watching a video with him, and I was like, dude, we both have the fucking same mindset right now. So, I'm like, yeah, that's kind of how I feel. Watch the Rooster Teeth podcasts, and then you check Jeff Ramsey out, and what he says is like how I am. So they make it weird if I really like learning about words. I've always been interested in them.
All right, waiting for the punch.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see where this is gonna go.
Yeah, where's
now.
this going? Yeah.
I'm scared a little bit.
Hmm.
A little bit scared. Did you know that the word gullible? I can't read that from this far.
Gullible.
Gullible.
Yes, it is.
Why do I have a feeling I remember this from something?
This is like your
So,
a third grade joke, man.
Yeah, because I remember this one. Actually, that's why I'm kind of curious where they're trying to go with it.
Well, because usually at some point someone's going to pull up and start looking for that word in the dictionary.
Do people
I'm waiting for someone.
Do people even know what dictionaries are anymore? That's the. Oh.
I don't own a dictionary. I used to own a dictionary, but I don't have one anymore.
I have an English to Spanish dictionary.
I've only been on for almost an hour now, so we probably have to take off. So we'll put your little punchline in. Put that
before we gotta head on out
because we got I got work in a little bit. These two I'm sure are gonna want to go.
I need to go take a shower.
See, they were cosplayed for their photo shoot stuff. Real quick, what was that? Real quick, if you want to mention
what it was is I am part of a cosplay group. We're both part of a cosplay group called Heroes and Villains Cosplay. God. A lot of times we're out at events. We're doing charity events. We're doing conventions. We don't have a lot of time to like stop and get pictures done. And so we actually had a lot of time. We set aside time today.
Subscribe.
Yep. Talk to you later, Sneaky Snipe. You know, like I said, we enjoy the company.
Your jokes were great, by the way.
Yeah. Every Sunday we're on.
So basically today was a day where we were able to set aside the time for the members to come out so we could just take pictures in costumes.
There you go.
You could have even taken it in multiple costumes, but it started getting kind of hot, and we were kind of like, we done.
Yeah. Texas has this thing about it's 35 degree heat and humidity through the roof.
Hey, God, what you cooking, Texas?
Pretty much. Well, at least you all got to do that. So
yeah.
That's a fucking Twitch.
Yeah.
This is a fucking Twitch.
No.
I can't like you. Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah.
You can follow.
You can follow us.
My follow. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm also on YouTube, so I don't know what I didn't realize you were on the Twitch one.
But yeah, you can follow us on YouTube.
Hey, wait, they can follow. Isn't that considered stalking?
Are you stalking me? Because I like it.
Follow us on Instagram. I've got my shenanigans posted all over there. So
yeah, I need to start posting on that more. But yeah, follow us on all of our handles: Twitter, Geek, if you can, Instagram,
Facebook.
Appreciate it. But on that note, we're probably get going. So next Sunday Wednesday we'll be streaming Zeta Decay 2 again.
I'm got comic reviews Wednesdays on Facebook on Wednesdays. Free comic reviews.
Thursday I'll be on YouTube for a couple small videos. Friday I'll have a couple videos uploaded. I've been trying to work on and edit for the last week and a half, which has been driving me nuts.
Oh, he wants a hug from you.
I'm a hug from the left guy. Wait, I'm left?
Yeah, you're left.
Okay.
Wait.
I'm gonna hug your camera now.
It's gonna break! Don't hug my camera.
He says he wants a hug!
But you don't break my camera! I have to wait to get the other one too.
I'll hug the microphone.
He's caressing the microphone, not
very
hugging
gently
it.
Caressing the microphone.
Because I don't want to break it. Okay, I've just fixed it. I don't want to break it.
There. So we'll have that up. Sunday we'll have our normal video like this. It's usually a little bit later, but we started sooner because I have to go to work early. Is there anything else we have planned for this week?
Not really. Saturday I've got.
Saturday is going to be. We're gonna have fun stories. We're gonna have fun stories next week because we have a huge event on Saturday.
I was doing something Saturday too.
Yeah, I'm sewing like a crazy person this week to try and finish my dress.
I can't remember. I'm uncomfortable. I would be too. Just saying. Saturday.
Really?
There was something else.
Really? I'll just go sit on the couch.
Something else going on Saturday.
My feelings won't be hurt.
I can't remember what I was doing Saturday. I was going to do another video Saturday, I think. But yeah, so those are the main days, man. So if you ever want to check us out, Twitch does have our schedule normally. Those other videos will be up on Twitch and on YouTube. So yeah.
I post pictures all over Instagram all the time.
Oh yeah, should I I'm thinking about starting a new channel to help the thing. It's how to fix things with a bobby pin.
I mean, you helped the mic, so I can't say it.
You're just like, we need to get tools. I was like, give me that bobby pin.
I was going to grab a safety pen in a minute, but I was like, nah.
Safety pins. There we go.
Alrighty. Thank you again for watching. Appreciate it. You have a great night, and y'all have a good evening. Yep. Keep it geeky.
Sign out, y'all. Keep those geek flags flying high, everybody.
She screwed up her whole outfit.
I did.
Alright, later, guys.
Peace.